consider physical properties of carboxylic acid. So first physical property is lower aliphatic carboxylic acid up to 9 carbon are liquid state. So first 9 carboxylic acids are liquid state having irritating odor, and higher members are colorless, odorless, waxy solids. Second point is they having higher boiling point than corresponding alkanes, ethers, alcohols, aldehydes and ketones. Reason is that in liquid state this acid form dimer of, that is, two molecules of acid are held together by intermolecular hydrogen bonding. So intermolecular hydrogen bonding associates these two molecules of carboxylic acid which require more energy to separate, and hence these are having higher boiling point as compared to other compounds like alkane, ether, alcohol, etc. Lower members are miscible in water due to intermolecular hydrogen bonding with water. Solubility decreases with increasing molar mass. So as molar mass increases, this solubility goes on decreasing. Aromatic acids are insoluble in water at room temperature. So you remember these properties of carboxylic acid. Next point is some examples of this carboxylic acid. For example, formic acid, acetic acid, propionic acid, butyric acid, valeric acid, etc. So as molar mass increases, boiling point goes on increasing. So you remember this, as molar mass increases, boiling point increases. Secondly, if we compare the boiling point of these some compounds like alkane, ether, aldehyde, ketone, alcohol, or with carboxylic acid, then you will find that they are having higher boiling point as compared to other compounds. See here, this acetic acid is having boiling point 391 while other are having less than 391. So this is about boiling point of carboxylic acid. Then next point is chemical properties of carboxylic acid. Here first chemical property is acidic character of carboxylic acid. According to Arrhenius theory, substance in aqueous medium which produces H plus ions is said to be an acid. Here in aqueous solution, the hydrogen atom in OH of carboxylic group dissociates as proton and carboxylate ion is formed as a conjugate base. So here it undergo dissociation to produce H plus ions in aqueous medium, hence this is acidic in nature. For example, RCOOH plus H2O, it gives RCOO minus plus H3O plus. Here this carboxylate ion form is stabilized by resonance effect. So if it is stabilized by resonance effect, then this carbon becomes, as you know that carbon is more electropositive, and if these electrons are delocalized, then this does not combine with H plus ions, and hence we get more number of H plus ions in aqueous medium, therefore it is acidic in nature. What are the factors which affect the acidic nature of carboxylic acid? In this case, first factor is electronic effect, that is inductive effect. Remember that as minus I inductive effect increases, then stability of this carbon of carboxylate ion goes on increasing, and therefore it gives more number of H plus ions in aqueous medium. Hence presence of electronegative atom, that is electron withdrawing inductive effect having group, increases the acidity of that particular compounds. Secondly, Higher the electronegativity of halogen, greater is the stabilization of conjugate base form and stronger is the acid. Here we can consider some examples. Fluoroacetic acid, then bromoacetic acid and iodoacetic acid. If we compare acidic natures, then as you know that fluorine is more electronegative than chlorine, which is more electronegative than bromine, which is more electronegative than iodine. Hence, its acidity goes on decreasing from fluoroacetic to acetic acid. This is shown by these pK values. Remember that substance which is having lower pK value is stronger acid, and substance which is having higher pK value is weaker acid. So this is about strength of carboxylic acid. We'll consider some another examples. Here this is chloroacetic acid, dichloroacetic acid and trichloroacetic acid. Remember one point, as magnitude of minus I inductive effect having group increases, then acidity goes on increasing. This is because the acetate ion form, that is conjugate base form, is stabilized by more number of minus I effect having group. This is shown by the examples that chloroacetic acid is having pK value 2.86, dichloroacetic acid is having pK value 1.26 and trichloroacetic acid is having pK value 0.6. Hence this acid strength goes on increasing from mono to trichloroacetic acid. Secondly, if we compare this conjugate base form, for example, conjugate base of alcohol, conjugate base of phenol and conjugate base of carboxylate ion, this conjugate base of carboxylate ion is stabilized by minus R effect of CO as well as the inductive effect of R group, and hence stabilization is good because all the resonance structures are equivalent to each other in case of carboxylic acid. Then acidity of aromatic carboxylic acid. The sp2 hybrid carbon atom of aromatic ring exert electron withdrawing inductive effect, that is minus I, which stabilize the conjugate base and increase the acid strength of aromatic acids. So the electron withdrawing groups like Cl, Cn, NO2 increases acidity of substituted benzoic acid, and electron donating groups like CH3, OH, OCH3 and NH2 decreases the acidity of substituted benzoic acid, and therefore this para-nitrobenzoic acid is more acidic as compared to benzoic acid, because this NO2 group exert minus I effect as well as resonance stabilization, and hence it is stronger acid as compared to benzoic acid. Benzoic acid is stronger than this 4-methyl benzoic acid. This is because this methyl group exert electron donating inductive effect, and hence destabilize the engineering as well as this conjugate base, and therefore this benzoic acid is stronger acid as compared to 4-methyl benzoic acid. So remember this. Next is laboratory test for carboxylic group. One is litmus test. It is valid for water soluble substance only. Aqueous solution of carboxylic acid turn blue litmus paper red. Blue litmus paper red. This is printing mistake. So aqueous solution of carboxylic acid turn blue litmus paper red. Secondly, sodium carbonate bicarbonate test. When carboxylic acid react with sodium bicarbonate, brisk effervescence of CO2 gas is evolved. This is because this carboxylic acid react with sodium bicarbonate form carbon dioxide gas and water molecule with formation of sodium carboxylate, formation of CO2 effervescence, that is bubbles out, and hence we get brisk effervescence. This shows that given compound is carboxylic acid. Secondly, when the salt form is treated with HCl, it gives ppt of precipitate of carboxylic acid. Here, remember that phenol does not evolve CO2 gas when it combines with sodium bicarbonate. Hence, carboxylic acid and phenol can be distinguished by this test. Then, ester test. When one drop of concentrated H2SO4 is added into the carboxylic acid and ethanol, then we get ester, which gives a particular odor, that is fruity smell, and formation of this ester indicates that given compound contain carboxylic acid, as well as this formation of ester, that is fruity smell, indicates that presence of ester molecule in that particular compounds. So this is about laboratory test. Then next is formation of acyl chloride. Carboxylic acid react with PCl3, PCl5 and SOCl2 in this reaction. OH group of COOH is replaced by Cl atom to form acyl chloride. For example, 3 molecules of RCOOH plus PCl3. If it is heated, then we get RCOCl, that is acyl chloride, plus POH thrice, that is H3PO3. For example, if we take 3 molecules of CH3COOH plus PCl3, it is heated, we get acetyl chloride plus H3PO3. Second example is when acetic acid is treated with PCl5, if it is heated, we get acetyl chloride plus POCl3 plus HCl. Third example is CH3COOH when treated with SOCl2, it is heated, it gives acetyl chloride plus SO2 gas plus HCl. So these are some reactions which are shown by carboxylic acid. Next point is reaction with ammonia, that is formation of amide. Here from carboxylic acid, when carboxylic acid is treated with ammonia, it gives ammonium carboxylate. Here neutralization reaction takes place, which on heating gives corresponding amide. For example, if acetic acid is treated with ammonia, it gives ammonium acetate, which on heating gives acetamide. So remember that any acid combines with water combined with ammonia to form corresponding amide. Then from acyl chloride, here when acid chloride is treated with ammonia, it gives acidamide. For example, acetyl chloride when react with ammonia, it gives acetamide. So remember, we can prepare this acetamide from carboxylic acid. Here carboxylic acid is directly converted into acetamide, as well as this carboxylic acid is first converted into acid chloride and then it is treated with ammonia to form acetamide. Next reaction is formation of anhydride. Here carboxylic acid when heated with phosphorus pentoxide, it gives corresponding product, that is amide. For example, if acetic acid is heated in presence of phosphorus pentoxide, it gives acetic anhydride. For better yield of this acetic anhydride, the carboxylic acid is first converted into sodium carboxylate. That is, when acetic acid reacts with sodium, it gives sodium carboxylate, and this sodium acetate when treated with acetyl chloride, then it gives acetic anhydride. So we can prepare acetic anhydride from the sodium salt of carboxylic acid. So for better yield, we have to convert carboxylic acid into sodium acetate, and it is treated with acetyl chloride to form acetic anhydride. This acetyl chloride and sodium carboxylate are separately prepared from the action of thionyl chloride and NaOH on carboxylic acid. For example, if we take CH3COOH, SOCl2, you will get CH3COCl. If CH3COOH react with NaOH, it gives CH3COONA, and if these two compounds combine together, then we get CH3COOCOCH3. That is, instead of R, if we take CH3 group, then we get corresponding anhydride. Next reaction is decarboxylation of carboxylic acid. When this carboxylic acid is converted into sodium carboxylate, and if it is heated with sodium hydroxide in presence of lime, then it gives alkane, So for the preparation of corresponding alkane, this reaction is useful. So here, when acetic acid is treated with sodium hydroxide, it is converted into sodium acetate, and sodium acetate react with NaOH in presence of CaO. It gives methane plus Na2CO3. So by using this decarboxylation reaction, we can prepare corresponding alkane. Then next is reduction of carboxylic acid. Carboxylic acid reduced to primary alcohol using strong reducing agent like LiLH4 or diborane. That is B2H6. This diborane is B2H6. So this is printing mistake. Carboxylic acid reduced to primary alcohol using strong reducing agent like LiLH4 or diborane. This diborane does not reduce COR. Remember this point. It does not reduce COR, NO2 and X. Note that NaBH4 does not reduces carboxylic acid, and therefore we have to use LiLH4. So when this acetic acid is treated with LiLH4 in presence of dry ether, it gives ethyl alcohol. So for conversion of carboxylic acid to direct ethyl alcohol, this reaction is used. So this is reduction of carboxylic acid. So this is about some chemical properties of carboxylic acid. You remember that whenever question is asked that write the product of given reaction or how will you convert, then you have to write balanced equations of the particular reaction. So this is about aldehyde, ketone and carboxylic acid. So do practicing at home